Now, family, let's talk about how racism hides in plain sight, how it disguises itself as policy, as business rules, when really it's just another way to remind Black people that no matter where you are, in Africa or America, our presence is always policed. Recently, in New Orleans, a popular cafe called Rue de la Course is facing serious backlash after threatening to call the cops on a young Black woman who is a paying customer, by the way, for, get this, taking too long to make a purchase. Now, if that doesn't sound like the 21st century Jim Crow, I really don't know what this is. Now, here's what went down, right? A young lady, Destine, stopped by Rue de la Course Cafe in Uptown New Orleans. She grabbed a table trying to finish a video for her deadline. She had been in the cafe the day before as well, right? So that means she's a regular. But within minutes, the cafe manager, a white woman named Daniela, demanded that Destine buy something immediately. And when Destine explained that she intended to order after finishing her post, the manager escalated and even threatened to call the police. Now, Destine did capture this encounter on video, so let's watch this video and come and discuss.
Why do I have to? So go ahead. It's my job to make sure everyone in here. Again, I come here all the time. I have receipts that you come in all the time. I ate pineapple yesterday in here. It's fine. I'm gonna let her call the cops. This is fine. Let her have her moment. I come in here too many times. Too many times. I do working here all the time. Yes, I came in here yesterday trying to just get work done. I spend a minimum all the time. And the guy that comes, the taller guy that's in here, he knows me. Personally, coming here all the time. He's the one that makes my drink all the time. I understand. No. I understand y'all business, but I'm saying for me, I come in here all the time. Have receipts of me coming in here all the time. I do spend money in here all the majority of the times. Today, again, I came here to make a video. I said, let me finish. I'm going to buy something. So if somebody tell me I'm going to buy something, why continue to bother me? You think the video's all over now? Yeah, I'm saying if I'm trying to finish a video that I owe at 10:30, it's no reason why y'all can't give me a second to post it and then come and make my purchase. And I've already said I'm going to make a purchase. But let her call the cops. Let her call the cops. Let her call the cops. I come to this place all the time, this trucks, but I'm trying to handle a project. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Let her call the cops. The place not even packed right now.
Now, Destine did post the video on TikTok and the reaction was immediate. Some people accused her of loitering, but some supporters flooded the comments, pointing out that the obvious that we all know, right? That white customers sit in the cafe for hours without ordering a thing and nobody bothers them, right? And then came back the kicker when Destine called out the racial double standards she noticed, which is the cafe's Instagram had liked a comment that said, why don't you just put a white only sign out front? Now imagine the audacity. They basically confirm what people were already saying, right? Which is, this isn't about business. It's about who they believe has the right to occupy space. Let's check this out.
Rita LaCour still has yet to make a statement, but like this comment not even 10 hours after me posting the video. The comment states, so why don't y'all just put a whites only sign out in the front? Crazy, right? Many of you have asked, if I was there for over an hour, why didn't I make a purchase? However, I actually wasn't even there for an hour, but was continuously harassed not even 10 minutes after I walked in, and eventually began recording. As you guys can see, it escalated and got worse, and ultimately I was threatened and called the police on, which they never showed. And with that being said, after looking at the comments and seeing and hearing from other people with the same exact story, I'm calling on my community leaders. What do we do in situations like this? Turn a blind eye, ultimately make a social media post? Something more needs to be. And with that being said, continue to keep leaving these Google reviews because people need to know and attention needs to be brought to this issue.
Now, under pressure, the cafe issued a statement, and instead of apologizing, they doubled down, right? They claimed, and I quote, our staff is trained to ensure that all people who are utilizing the space have purchased something. But here's the thing. Destine said that there was no such policy posted anywhere, and even if it did exist, why weaponize police against a regular Black customer instead of just reminding her politely? The cafe, of course, has since turned off Instagram comments. And let me tell you something, when businesses shut down the comment section, We all know it's not about protecting peace, it's about avoiding accountability. And what happened to Justine is not just about coffee, it's about the constant policing of Black existence, about how quickly Black people are criminalized for simply being present, right? And generally, what infuriates me is how ordinary it feels to some folks. They don't even recognize it as racism anymore. They call it policy, right? They say that don't make it about race, but everything about this is about race. And the good news is that Justine has been flooded with support. Many are calling for boycotts, leaving critical reviews, and uplifting her story. And some even reminded her that businesses like this can only survive if we keep giving them our money. And as one supporter wrote, they said that the racism will be the end of the business. And that's exactly right. Because in 2025, with social media receipts and community power, racist business cannot hide behind closed doors anymore. But here's the bigger issue. Black people shouldn't have to rely on viral videos to prove our humanity. We shouldn't have to broadcast our humiliation just to be believed. I believe the story exposes two truths. First, the policing of Black prisons is not accidental, it's systemic. Whether in a cafe in New Orleans, grocery stores in San Francisco, or a public park in Johannesburg, Black people are too often treated as intruders. And the second is that silence is complicity. That cafe manager made a choice not to treat Justine like a customer, but like a criminal. And the cafe itself made a choice to double down instead of taking responsibility, right? Racism doesn't survive because it's hidden. I believe it survives because people protect it and excuse it and call it policy. So family, here's the takeaway. Justine walked into a cafe to get some work done. She walked out with a viral video exposing the everyday racism in America. Rudy, of course, may have shut down its comments, but conversation is louder than ever because the question remains, how many times will Black people have to justify our right to simply sit and work and exist without being policed? Now, I'm Nalini Fuller reporting for ABC. Please, let's continue the conversation in the comment section. I really want to hear your thoughts on this. And while you're at it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is bye-bye.